Hello, I'm Steve Hobbs from the 44th Legislative District in Lake Stevens. Thanks for watching. We are in the opening days of what could be the most difficult legislative session in the state's 121-year history. We'll only have 60 days to tackle serious problems such as potential cuts to education, health care for adults and children, and how best get people back to work. The state has a $2.6 billion shortfall to overcome, and the decision we make won't be popular with everyone. But I will do my best to represent your core values during this process. The governor's initial budget called for severe education cuts, as well as removing tens of thousands of adults and children from health care programs. The governor has since released a so-called Book 2 budget, which restores some of the cuts by government belt-tightening. New federal dollars, new taxes, or both. But the legislature must write its own budget. And let me be clear, cuts will still happen in order to maintain a balanced budget. There isn't a lot of wiggle room in the state's general fund budget. Last year, we made $3.3 billion in program cuts, increasing the portion of the budget that is off limits due to constitutional or federal restrictions from roughly half to 70%. That leaves only 30% of our budget to bear the entire brunt of the shortfall. As a member of the Senate Education Committee, I am committed to preserving discretionary funding for our schools. Even though times are tough, we can't be penny wise and pound foolish by trying to balance our budget on the backs of our children's education. I'll keep you updated each week about these difficult budget decisions. A common question around the state capitol is, what can be done to keep aerospace companies from leaving our state? I believe there's a lot we can do. As a member of the Washington Council on Aerospace, I've talked to a lot of people and attended a lot of meetings, and companies have made it clear that they need a well-trained workforce. The state can help make this happen. I'm sponsoring legislation to create Washington Aerospace Training and Research Institute to review existing training and education programs at our colleges and universities and develop other effective cutting-edge programs. This is an investment I believe will pay big dividends for our students and communities for generations to come. Boeing's decision to move the second line of 787 to South Carolina was a wake-up call that more needs to be done to address the needs of aerospace companies and workers. I am also working on a number of other bills to make our schools safer and toughen penalties for hit-and-run offenders. I'm also working on other ways the state can become more competitive when it comes to attracting new companies. I welcome your comments and suggestions about pending legislation, and especially about programs and services you want to protect and what you think we can live without. Thanks for watching, everyone.